What is going on, everybody? Episode 32. I'm sorry about the long wait. Many things have been happening with PCs and issues and things, but we're back finally. Heaven forbid. But we got a bunch of Patreons I need to shout before we do get started. We got Lil Pringles, Chad Phillips Jr., Will Likens, I Am Kiko, Mayall, Giovanni Diaz, Jorge Burgos, Dr. Dopey, Brad Pittman, Zombie Hunter, Local Car Mechanic, B-Rad the Man, Dalton Peterson, Icy Storm, Fat Lucky Potato, Jordan Boylan, Benjamin Richards, Articuno, Game Changer Kid, Dirty Dan, and Brian Hahn. Shout out to all the Patreons. If you'd like to be a Patreon, check out that link down there below. And what's going on, boys? We're finally back.
Before we want to start, it's been a while, but I just want to say, man, Patreon, sexy, big dick, fucking, what else? Defined physique.
Yeah, it curves at the right angle to maximize pussy pleasure.
Exactly. You know, they say when a woman is aroused, a pussy is about 8 inches deep.
They do say that, and Patreons are way too long for that, so
exactly.
work
That's still too long, exactly. So, Patreon, man, join it. Give this bald piece of shit money. He needs it. He's poor.
I do. I need to fund my drug addict. Can we roast Manlet? Can we roast Manlet? Start off.
What do we start for this time? I think we start with what the fuck's going on up here.
Yeah, we need to get that.
I think it's pretty fucking sexy.
So I've always said,
what the fuck is this?
I've always said Manlet. Oh, not man. I've always said if you want a haircut and you're not black, you go to a Hispanic people. If you want like a good fade or anything, if you're black, you go to a black guy. If you're white, you go to Hispanic people. Manlet does not take that advice. And turn left and right. I want people to see this.
That's normal, bro.
That's the good side.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, like fucking.
I hope this picks up on camera well. And then that side's so much.
I feel bad, bro. I genuinely like man, like the punching bag, right? But that's just fucking dirty. That's fucked.
I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but one side's
bad, man. It's
noticeably different than the other.
I know you don't go outside anyways, but if I were you, I specifically wouldn't now.
Why'd you go to an old lady?
What was open at late at night?
No, fair enough, I guess. But like,
why could you just wait till the next day to go to an actual guy?
Yeah, well, you know.
How desperate were you to get this haircut, bro? Because I don't get one from like months at a time. Months let this cunt fucking grow. Like a fucking dirty hillbilly I am. It's fucking sexy.
Sasquatch
but like that,
over here.
Bro, yeah, but that is just. I don't know why, man. I feel bad for you.
It was the finest haircut that Supercuts had to offer.
You went to Supercuts, dude?
Come on, fucking Supercuts can get fucked, man. They did you nasty.
They did you bad. What'd you say when you went up? Did you say, hey, square me up?
No, fuck my shit up, fam. You know that meme? Fuck my shit up, fam. That's what he said, and that's what came out.
No, I was pretty much like short on the top, short on the sides, and this is what turned out.
I'll tell you what. For everyone who's watching this, we're gonna do some Japan vlogs when it happens, bro. You'll see this different. I'll tell you that. And when I get off the plane, bro, she's gonna be different.
You've been working out.
Guess what? I have.
How's that going for you?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm taking it slow. I've taken a few days off because my bottom of my back is hurting. I'm like, is it from lifting? Is it from something else? I'm not
probably because you haven't lifted again. In for yeah,
it could be that, bro.
You should be doing 15 reps. Go for 15 reps lightweight.
15? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'll
give that a shot today then.
Your muscles might be able to do it, but the rest of your body isn't used to doing it.
Can't handle it. Yeah. I think I maybe went like too far or some shit, and I like kind of fucked my back a little bit, so I'm taking it off for a little while.
You gotta kind of build everything else up around it.
Yeah. Fair enough, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's fucking fun. I like it. I was never really like into fucking any kind of sports when I was young at all, except basketball. Like, I never did lifting. I never went to the gym at all. And one day, bro, let me get this shot. I brought a home gym and I've been pumping the fucking irons, bro. It's fun. I like it.
2 out of 3 people on this call lift weights.
Yeah, bro.
I do.
I'll get Manly to do it one day, bro. I think he will. We should force him to.
Like we said in the yesterday in the Patreon hangout. Join the Patreon if you want to join that. When we go to Japan, let's circle back to what you were saying. When we go to Japan, I bet if we go to an onsen and a Manlet's gonna have like a 10-inch fucking cock.
Big old sus, bro.
He's gonna have, out of all the time, we make fun of him nonstop for his height and everything, but he's gonna have like a fucking lead pipe down there, and I'm just gonna, you know what? I'll respect him at that point.
Everyone knows me like the big guy, and I guarantee I have the smallest dick here. I fucking bet you I do.
There will be no cock shaming. We will not be shaming of the cocks.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm gonna have an erection the whole time, so you'll never know.
I know. I'm taking Blue Chew the
I'll
entire
be
time
around
we're there.
men. I'll be around men, bro. Having an erection the whole time.
I'll be around the homies. I'll be.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be fucking hard as a rock, bro.
I won't be flaccid 1 second of that trip.
If you suck me dry, I'm fucking still standing up. You know what we should do, Justin? We should get a love hotel together, just me and you, and see what they say. They won't let us, will they?
So it's not. It was like okay to like say no to gay people, but then Japan made that
Yeah.
illegal. But they still tell
Okay.
like 2 dudes no all the time. They said fuck that. I'm not obeying the rules. These
We
rules
should do it
don't.
just to see what they say.
I'm not following these rules if I can't read them. They said fuck that.
Bro, that's what me and you should go do that and see what they say to us, see if they turn us back.
Yeah, some of
They're
them
like,
will
"No,
just
fuck
straight
no,
say no.
baby." You know, I was watching a stream the other night, and he was in Korea, like for a while ago. And when he went to this area in Korea, I think it was, I can't remember. I think it might have been Gangnam. And he fucking, the clubs had no white signs outside the
That's
fucking buildings.
hilarious. What's up with the
Like in English, no whites.
Western countries get hit with like racism all the time, yo, and people are sleeping on these Asian countries, man.
Legit,
hella
no
racist.
whites. They went up to the bounce and like, no whites tonight.
No
Wait,
brown guys
see,
allowed.
Yeah, they said no white, so you could have been black or like Hispanic and get in there.
Like imagine if
'Cause
in
there was no
America,
whites.
if you had a sign that
Yeah,
said
imagine
no
if in America
blacks
there
or
was
no
no whites.
Asians.
Yeah, like
People
no
would
blacks,
shit
no
their
Hispanic.
fucking
People would
minds.
fucking, Twitter would fucking go retard like they already are. Like
Lose
worse.
their minds.
Like, imagine if I was like America or Australia, bro. Like fucking no foreigner signs, like white only. Like that wouldn't fucking slide, bro. But it'd be funny.
It would be funny. I'd be like, you know what? That's pretty fucking funny.
I'll
That's
put
fine.
my name down to bounce there, bro.
Take a picture next to it and be like, shit,
Oh,
hell
man, it
yeah.
died.
Thank God.
No, minute died. Anyways, yeah. So that's like it's just fucking crazy. Like the tolerance in other countries is so fucking different.
Yeah.
Like people give America a lot of shit for being so intolerant. America's fucking leagues ahead or whatever the fuck they're doing over there.
Yeah, I
Like,
think we're one of those countries leading the curve, apparently.
no, exactly, bro. Like fuck it. Oh, it's whites only. Like you go up to and this is a rich area as well. That's the thing. It was like a rich Asian area, right? They went into like, bro, no whites.
I don't want those
No
white
whites.
people coming raising their crime statistics, man.
I think that what he said is like, it wasn't if you were white, it's if you couldn't speak Korean, you weren't allowed in. So if you're like white, but you spoke the language,
Could have just
you
put
could get in.
Korean speakers only.
Yeah, but no, they said no whites.
What if you're black but you can't speak Korean? What does that mean?
It means you're in, bro. You know that meme of the guy standing behind the door, like standing at the door in the suit, and then he opens it in the next fucking frame?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Oh shit. Yeah, like
Classic
I don't know,
xenophobia.
man. Yeah, it's fucking the culture to this country is so different. No whites.
That's why it's
Imagine having a
interesting,
Western
though.
country, bro. Like, yeah, it is. It is. It's really interesting 'cause it's so fucking different.
Can't
That's
wait
why I
to
want to go, bro. Because
Ah,
the
yeah, it's
culture
gonna be
is
so much fun.
so fucking out there.
Oh no, he wants to go to the no whites only.
I do. I'd go there.
That's Korea, bro. That's Korea. But fuck, I want to go there as well. Mainly to fuck women. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
But like,
at least you have your
that's fucking-
priorities right.
fuck yeah, bro. Plastic ass, plastic lips. Fuck yeah.
Say we go to North Korea.
No, fuck that. I'm not getting arrested.
I don't
I'm
want
not
to
going
die.
to jail. Manlet died again.
Thank God.
But he's back. Anyways, yeah, like fucking, I would not go to North Korea because I'd do something that would get me fucking killed.
Yeah, probably.
You know me. I'd do something that would get me arrested and probably killed.
Yeah, that's
Australia's not going to save me, so yeah.
that's the fun part though.
That's the fun part. Bro, I can do that at home for free. I don't need to fucking go to another country to do that.
All right, man. That's the fun part. You try to break into my house, and I'll try to kill you. All right.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
We'll
We can recreate that
a mini
here.
North
Yeah.
Korea situation. Let's do it.
Exactly. He's going to dress up as Kim Jong-un
Yeah,
with a gun.
I'll have no pants on the entire time, though.
Raging erection.
Rock hard.
And he's just going to fucking shoot you in the head. And that's it. There's your North Korea trip done at home. Fuck yeah.
Speaking,
You don't
Nah.
get to, yeah,
speaking of
you don't get to cause an international incident.
like
Yeah, that's true. You didn't miss out on the international incident part. Yeah, what were you saying, Justin?
I was just gonna say, speaking of rock hard, because I just saw this literally popped up on my Twitter. that
Yeah.
you even said it earlier before we started the stream. The one chick who was having sex on stream.
I'm doing it.
I pulled up the video. Let me see if I can get to play. This chick.
I've actually seen the video though, like, cause I don't watch, like, I don't want to sit and watch some chick get fucked up the ass. Oh, I see a still of it, but like, you can't see any like dick, can you?
No, but if you look in the reflection, I think you can tell.
That she's getting
She's
the
getting
sauce up the
dicked.
bum. Mm-hmm.
And like everybody
7-day ban for that, bro. Let's fucking talk on that.
Yeah, and then-
7-day ban for getting dick up the ass on a child-friendly site. What do you think of that?
That's insane.
Remember the guy? Okay, this is when I was really playing a lot of Counter-Strike. But I remember there was a guy who shaved his pubes waiting in queue for a game. That motherfucker got permanently banned.
Did he show his balls?
Oh, dude, he showed everything.
Oh, that's fair then.
I think. I
don't wanna see your balls.
Maybe he had his like underpants on his fucking dick, but you could just see him take the fucking electric shaver to his pubes and go, yeah, and just get it all gone
That's fair.
in between a queue for a game.
You know, I might warrant a ban.
It's funny though.
It was
Like I
funny.
agree, you should have been unbanned. That's funny. So if it's comedic, you stay on the side. Like if I was the owner of Twitch, I'll review it and I'm like,
You know what?
funny
That's funny.
factors high.
That's funny.
You stay. Chick getting fucked. That didn't make me laugh, bro. Cop ban loser.
I still
The-
But guy shaving his pubes on Twitch for views? Fuck yeah.
Did he plug Manscaped?
No, he
done
didn't.
it
He just
great.
fucking straight up to the electric razor. Hold on. But here's the thing, because he didn't show everything, he didn't get everything, so it's just the top part, like the pubic area is all he got. That was so funny when that happened, bro. That was like a big meme. And then it fucking died, because Counter-Strike died. But it was funny.
Counter-Strike is still like one of
No,
the...
it's still big, but it's nowhere near as big as it used to be.
Yeah. I used to have a gambling problem on Counter-Strike.
I actually have a fucking ranked problem in that game. I fucking grinded
Dude, my
the shit
first
out of that game.
ever crate or box I opened in CS:GO.
You got a knife, didn't
Got a
you?
butterfly knife. $700. Sold that shit and bought so many Steam games.
I got scammed out of $750 by one of my quote-unquote former...
Yeah, it happens.
my
Yeah, sorry about that.
former friends.
Hey, but man, if
I've
it makes
told
you
this
feel any
story
better, I spent
before.
all that money on weed and cocaine.
It's you, cunt.
It was my
No,
alt
but
account.
I've told the story on a podcast before with just me and Justin, but when I used to play a lot of Team Fortress 2, I was rich as fuck in that game. Like $2,500 rich. And I was like 15 at the time. I didn't know what to do with all that money. And eventually I had to get rid of it all. I don't actually have much to show for it, because I brought a bunch of Steam games that I'll never play. But I was extremely rich in that game. And you know how I got that rich? Scamming kids.
Yeah, it's America's
Oh,
pastime, man. You scam
You
some kids.
bastard.
That was a bit of... wasn't scamming, it was swindling.
We do a little bit of swindling.
I wouldn't say it was scamming, because I was still giving them things in return, but I was getting very undercut prices for expensive items.
You were janking their chain. Or jerking their chain. Is that the phrase?
Yeah, I don't know, but I was swindling very good. I was a good
That's
swindler.
not cool.
I'll fucking do it to
Hey,
you, man.
hey.
They don't fucking watch
Fuck
me,
them
cunt.
kids. It's called
Bro,
learning a life
yeah.
lesson. I got scammed out of Microsoft points one time in Black Ops
How?
1.
How the fuck did that even happen?
Some guy said, "Hey, we can rank you up, and we can rank you up if you
Yeah.
join this lobby." And I was like, "I want to be max prestige."
Yep.
And me and my friend gave him like $20 in Microsoft points, and he's like, "All
You
right,
sent him like a
deuces."
code via like direct messages or some shit.
Yep, fell for that
Yep.
one.
I think that one happened to one of my friends back in COD Ghosts.
But the entire
think
time
I
I'm
did
like,
that.
"This doesn't sound legit" to my friend. He was like, "No, totally legit, man." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna trust you." I shouldn't have trusted him.
Yeah, and you lost $20.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
I was smart enough to know not to do that, but one of my friends had a JFAG Xbox, and he was, "Oh
My
yeah, I
friend
can
did
give you
too.
the fucking the hacks." And yeah, a lot of my friends lost money from that dude.
Shout out to that guy. That guy's a
Yeah.
genius.
What's it called? You know, that's really bad that your friend cost you $20.
Bro, I scammed kids out of thousands. No, it wasn't scamming. I was swindling.
No,
I was never reported as a scammer, so I'm fucking chilling, bro.
No, I was alluding to the fact of how certain crypto didn't go well.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, how you sold my
Goodbye.
my
Yeah,
Dogecoin
exactly,
and made me
man.
lose
You're-
thousands of dollars.
You're part of this fucking
You
problem.
were the one that did that.
It was well intended. I was trying to save you. I was just
I know what I was
You
doing.
saved
Literally,
what? You lost the cunt money. What
I
the
was gonna
fucking
tell
cunt
you.
argument
I
is that?
literally was gonna tell you, don't sell my Doge. I was like, he's not gonna do it, and then you fucking did it. And I was like, you motherfucker. I was gonna.
I would've
That was
fucking
at
killed you for that,
least
bro.
$10,000.
Well,
And
You
and
owe
this
me 10
fucking
grand.
4-2. Yeah, he
Bullshit.
got the Dogecoin, bro. Like,
I was just a year and a half early selling, trying to save you. I'm sorry.
You weren't a year and a half. You were like literally 2 weeks. You could have just sold out for 2 weeks.
if you did that to me, I would not be as forgiving as Justin. Let me tell you that. Justin being pretty generous to you, but not physical
It
violence.
was well intentioned.
No, it fucking wasn't, cunt. What were you trying to do with it?
He
was
bought
trying to
GameStop.
sue.
He bought GameStop stock after all the memes and shit. So it was dead already.
Bro. That's a fucking one of these, bro.
It was well intentioned,
I hate
even
you.
if it was retarded.
Oh,
Well-intentioned, retarded.
And to this day, I'm the one that saved you in Vegas that said, no, guys, don't send Manlet a prostitute to his room. You,
That was you?
that was me. I was like, no,
What
that's
the
too
fuck?
that's too far.
Can't. Can't. That, I just lost so much respect
I
for you,
should
bro.
have let
That's
them
not-
send
that's
that
not
hooker to
fucking
your
on.
room.
You're a fucking pussy cunt.
I was trying to
What
be
the
nice.
fuck?
I was trying to be nice.
I get it. Look, I get it, but look at what he did to you after.
I know. I should have let
And-
them do that.
No, that was before.
You know, we would have just
I
said
remember.
no anyways and locked his door,
No,
right?
we were
Like, that's
gonna
what would've done.
we were gonna be like, if you look through the people, it was gonna be us. We are gonna have her standing off to the side and then get her in there, and then
You know
we were
what
gonna
I
hold the
would
door.
have done?
I would
I would have brought a crowbar from a hardware store and fucking rammed the cunt open. Because he has to pay for it, not me.
I was gonna give her more money and be like, listen, whatever he says, do not leave this room.
Just sitting there and staring at him.
he's into saying no.
Listen,
Man,
he
to be
really
honest with me,
likes it
brother.
when you.
Man, to be
when-
honest with me,
dumb.
brother. Would you have done it?
No, he wouldn't.
God no.
Why not? me why.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Tell me why.
Not interested.
Why?
You say that now, bro.
It's free pussy.
Why would I want to fuck a hooker?
To get your dick wet.
The
bro.
answer, the question answers itself.
No, that's disgusting. I mean,
Don't get me wrong. I probably wouldn't either. I'm not gonna lie, because like I believe that that's fucking low class.
Fucking
But if I was drunk
blueberries.
enough, I'd probably do it.
meaningless sex doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, but I've probably had enough meaningless sex in my life. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
And
Although I probably would. If you brought it with me, Justin, I would. Just because I feel bad if I fucking didn't do it.
and then not just that, but how many STDs or
Ask me
crabs?
about them, bro.
No.
Just wear a condom. It'll prevent you from getting any
Yeah,
serious
exactly. That's what I
disease.
exist for. I
No.
mean, that's how I got chlamydia by not wearing a fucking crown, bro.
Just
My
wrap
dick
it.
burnt.
You'll be fine. Anything else you can get's curable easily.
Oh, what's that easy?
Yeah,
Just get some pills. You'll be fine.
it's not that bad, but it still hurt.
I
My dick
believe in
burned. My dick fell
their
off.
I believe in their right to do as they want, to sell themselves between consenting.
I mean, you could have
adults,
just let her
but
tug you off.
Yeah, would you
No.
let that happen?
No,
Oh, okay.
not interested.
This fucking guy. This fucking
No,
guy.
bro. If he's what he said to a man to his room, he'd be like, fucking bro, might give this one a fucking a shot.
That's what we should have done. He would have changed his mind then.
Change his mind then. What if he sent me to his room? He would have been like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm so attracted to Deacon. He's the sexiest motherfucker I know.
Pretty
Yeah.
cute.
I'd have been like, fuck, and I'm gonna have to give him a fuck. And I would have said no. Sorry. Must be above 5'6" to ride.
Stilts.
Fuck no. Oh shit, that's my fetish, bro. You might have knocked me off there.
Mm.
So
Being on stilts just fucking.
I've got a question.
No.
What's the state of your channel, Justin?
Dead.
Shit. Dead. Awful.
Dead.
We're gonna have to,
When in all seriousness, when do you think you really started to experience a drop off in
Oh,
viewership?
when
When
Zombie
zombie, oh,
died,
it's
yeah.
before him. When zombies died, when there's no people aren't watching the content that he makes because the content has
Well,
no fucking player base. It's dead.
no. Understood. I'm talking more of a time frame. And has it been a big drop?
No, it really
Or-
all kind of started there was like that month or two when I couldn't do anything after I moved
Yeah,
and didn't have my
I,
setup.
I agree with that. That was like the when everyone's kind of fucked off, and then the streaming died as well.
Gotcha.
As much as I agree with, I support Justin's decision. He's transferred to Twitch, also fucked him.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should stay on YouTube. But I'm also focusing right
support his
now
decision to do it,
on my
but,
other
yeah.
channels more than my main one at the moment.
Which is
Now-
honestly the play, bro. I fucking support that.
Now, do you think the loss of momentum is what really kind of hindered you, at least for the last year?
Yeah, probably. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't even know what I want to do with this channel, to be honest. Like, I don't even fucking
It's like
know.
that, huh? That's why I've never started
got-
one because I used to flip
we got the
between
gun
shit
channel,
so much.
Got a gaming
The
channel,
weeb- the
anime, channel. Like, what the fuck do I
Anime.
do with this one?
Yeah.
Now, I guess from a couple different perspectives, so obviously your main channel has the most amount of subscribers at the
By
moment.
far, I think it's like nearly 10 times.
Now, the if you're concurrently you're also trying to build up the gun channel. I believe that has
I
about
would turn
22
this into that if we had land.
Okay.
Because I don't want to make one video at some random gun range and then be like, all
And then
right,
swap to another
you
one.
guys are going to have to wait until we can somehow find a bootlegged version for another one.
Yeah.
No, that's valid.
And I would just turn
It's,
the actual gun channel to a paintball channel.
I guess in your experience, has there been any major algorithm changes that have hindered you over the years?
Yeah,
Is
if
that-
you don't make videos pretty much exactly like Mr. Beast's at this point, you're
Yeah.
kind of fucked.
Sure.
Like, that's the new meta. Like, so many people are copying Mr. Beast's
Yeah.
formulas.
Mr. Beast fucking content. Yeah.
And
Putting money in the title or the thumbnail gets the fucking views. I swear to God.
I can't tell you how many introverted people that I used to go to school with will just randomly all of a sudden they'll add something on their Instagram story after they haven't posted anything in 2 years that's got Mr. Beast retweet for the
Yeah.
for the
I see
channel.
that shit all the time. I see that shit all the time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess from a how do you think or would you have any guess on where do you think YouTube as a whole will be in the next 5 years?
I think it's just going to get bigger. I think streaming will probably... I
Bigger,
think
yeah.
they're going to put more effort into streaming because they're trying to
They're gonna put
acquire...
more effort, yeah, to YouTube gaming. Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're trying to acquire more streamers from Twitch.
Now, it'd be
Also, another thing is, it's going to turn into more of a multimedia thing, like not just for YouTube videos. For, like, kids' entertainment on YouTube is fucking massive. It's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to replace like a lot of streaming services, I think. Like Netflix, I think will be fucking dead in a few years because of YouTube, and also it's horrible fucking policy. It's killing it.
Now, who's Twitch owned by? Are they a private company?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So it's not like YouTube could just straight up buy out or Google
No, fuck no,
straight up buy.
not happening.
They should have in
Now,
the
it's
past
If
before Amazon
if it
did.
was a private entity, it would have been owned by someone by now, but it's Amazon who owns them now.
Gotcha. The I was watching one of the streams last night and going over and over again how YouTube should and social media in general should be open, and I think the words you used was not be
Pussies.
yeah. And
They should allow free speech and not be pussies, but I understand when they do shit because they are a private company.
yeah.
A
Well,
private company technically has right to whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
It's a private company. Has to
Well,
do whatever the fuck it wants.
it begs the question, and this is kind of ironic because I am very conservative usually, but when a company becomes so big that competition is
Impossible is what I would use. Essentially impossible.
yeah, pretty much the only competition out there is Twitch, and even that's, um, only a fraction of YouTube. It's only live streaming, really. The At what point do you become a almost like a public utility, where
Sure.
you're essentially the town center of the internet?
Right, that's what
That's-
social media is.
That's a fucking conversation that I think will never get answered because who fucking because it's like on one hand it's like it makes sense, but on the other hand it's like the government's so incompetent. Do you really want them overseeing this?
They do anyways, I guess. They kind of monitor everything that goes to the internet anyways.
Yeah, but they're
Am
already
I
so
wrong?
incompetent at their job. Do you really want them
Exactly.
to have more power?
Yeah, the government should just
Or do you
fuck
want
off and
YouTube to
die.
keep being a monopoly? It's like it's because you
yeah,
already know
it's
if
hard
you
to like decide, hey.
you have to balance it in the middle, but you already know if you swing one way, it's just going to keep going. and
It's gonna
there's-
get worse, you know.
I just don't think there's a way to actually do it. In theory,
I-
there is, but not realistically.
Theory is very different from practice.
I guess the concern is that if Google's board suddenly bowled up one morning and wanted to obliterate gun content off of the platform, they could do so. And in doing so, they would single-handedly kill an entire community. I mean, there's been a number of breakout attempts with different video hosting platform, but YouTube really has been the one that has dominated and will continue to be. And it begs the question that even if the United States government doesn't do it, a big kind of comparison is, in a way, is the iPhone, where Apple had their own proprietary Lightning charger in the
Yeah,
European.
I did say this, yep.
The
But here's the thing. I disagree with that. The European Union has too much fucking power and it's disgusting and should be dissolved.
Oh no, I do not disagree that they have too much power. However, regardless if we agree with them or not, it's now the reality,
Yeah.
and it is more economical for Apple to just convert
Ditch their
all-
proprietary charger and go to USB Type-C.
Yes, rather than having it only for the EU and not, have some manufactured for the EU and have some manufactured for the United States and the other, other portions of the world. And I think we're getting to this place where there's been a lot of, without trying to get too political, there's been a lot of chest thumping, if you will, on the right side of the aisle on that Twitter, especially with Trump getting banned a year ago, which depends on your view of it. The conservative portion of our politics, which usually was very pro-business, kind of turned on their head, and really they're starting to see bipartisan support to go after those tech companies, even if it's for different reasons that reach the same goal. It seems that the conservative point is that they're going after these Silicon Valley entities, even with PayPal today. I mean, for instance, you can't use PayPal to send money or for anything firearms. If you do,
Including replica firearms. This happened to me before. I had my PayPal blocked trying to buy airsoft guns.
yeah,
No, no.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Did not know that.
So PayPal is just anything firearm at all will get your account bricked. Well,
Yep.
the
I had mine blocked, but not bricked. But yeah, I had mine blocked.
So one of the things that's come about with other companies, banks, etc., is the states will pull out. They will mandate that these companies cannot win these contracts or state contracts, or the state will divest its pension fund, i.e., sell shares in the companies for not having or having policies that the state government at the time disagrees with. And it's kind of turning into this thing where, if I think one example was there's a number of states that have it so if the company boycotts Israel, regardless, it's in the company's right, the state will not allow their municipalities to win a contract if the company boycotts Israel. So in doing so, they effectively cripple the company because even losing business in 10 states is a massive portion, and Texas is behind California, and they also have that sort of policy in place. But it looks like over the coming years we're going to see that come into effect with social media in general.
Yeah, we're just in I think we're just in such uncharted waters. Like, we've never been in no one knows the answer because we've never been anything similar to this in the past. Like, we're in such new territory that it's literally we're in the experimental phase because no one knows what. I mean, everyone has their ideas, but there's no fucking definite answer on how to actually approach this.
But that's the problem. Cons think they have the answer because they agree with it. It's why hey, Dad, what do you want?
Shout out to your dad. But yeah, like, no one. You're just in such uncharted waters. No one knows the fucking answer. Everyone thinks they do, but there's no. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know.
But that's the problem. That's what I was saying for my dad, Kevin. Everyone fucking has their own thing that they believe can fix the problem that they want done because it's what they believe in. And that's why countries now are so fucking divided. That's honestly what I believe.
It is, and I think another interesting thing about this is the power beyond just being in the monopoly is having the power to gatekeep and to be able to say, we're going to essentially bury your content because it's not advertiser friendly.
Well, what I said, it's not advertiser friendly or something we disagree with.
And to an extent, they're correct that certain things are advertiser friendly, but would it be better for you, Justin, to have things demonetized but fully available for view versus them actively burying it because they can't make money on something that's gonna have to be demonetized?
The man needs money to survive, bro.
Probably,
I think you know the answer.
Well, probably demonetized if it gets a wide audience, because then you could just push them all onto Patreon or something.
Yeah, I guess.
And throw them in the right direction.
Oh,
I can do that. When the Patreon steps up and says no more gun content, like
that was what I was gonna say. There was a organization, Save a Life, at the beginning of the Ukrainian conflict that started soliciting Patreon donations so that they could buy body armor. Patreon bricked their account and refunded all the money. It wasn't lethal equipment, it was body armor. But Patreon stated that they would not support even for a cause that they agreed in, they would not support anything military related.
Fucks, bro.
and,
Fucked up
and
world, man.
you know, you can trace the line between the early days when there was a significant shortage of body armor and Patreon's decision. It almost certainly got troops killed.
What are they doing with all of our money? How much have we sent Ukraine? What the fuck are they doing with all that money?
I mean,
I feel like it's not. I feel like it's going into a lot of it's going into somebody's pocket.
and that is true.
It
There's a
don't
ton of
trust
corruption
people.
over there. However,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
look at it this way: if you send 30 billion and 15 is siphoned off into corruption, not saying it's that high, but just for the sake of argument, but that 15 billion still goes into fighting Russia.
Yeah,
The
which is
US
what the US wants.
Yes.
I would rather
This
that
is
30 billion go into the U.S.
That's
Well,
not how the world works, bro. That's not
fair.
how the government works.
so I get what you're saying, Justin, but this is uh, this is military planners or U.S.
Wet dream,
military
yeah.
strategists, yeah, wet dream, where you have a conflict that we have been building up for the last 75 years. Since the end of World War II, it was the communist bloc, and then it tapered off in the 90s, but as the Soviet Union disintegrated, but then started ticking back up again against Russia when they invaded Georgia in 2008.
Yeah.
Well, we have been building up. Our weapons are essentially designed to counter Russian equipment. Even some of our newer stuff. The A-10 was originally designed in the early to mid 70s to attack columns of Soviet tanks running through the Fulda Gap. The Apache attack helicopter, even the Seawolf class nuclear submarine was designed to be the next generation, and they got cut. They were planning on making, I think, north of 10, if I'm not mistaken.
I think about 10, yeah.
And they
They
cut it to 3 after the Soviet Union fell apart. So,
Because they kind of thought it was fucking useless.
well, the threat no
Well, they
longer
just want to stick with
exists.
them. Yeah, the threat no longer really
Yeah.
existed. Yeah.
Well, now this is what war planners, this is the conflict to be able to cripple Russia, where they have lost upwards of, I want to say it's 60,000 troops at this point.
Yeah, it's
And
a lot.
they're losing swaths of equipment. They're exhausting their resources. They're fermenting dissent at home because every dead Russian soldier has a family member they're leaving behind. And they're going to start asking, what is this special military operation that was supposed to be over in a week still going on? And what are we really fighting for?
Yeah, I just don't give a shit about anything that goes on over there.
Well, that's the issue. We, by sending equipment, are helping Ukraine weaken Russia, and by weakening Russia, with you,
I feel like Russia's not even a threat. Like, this is the 1980s. Like, China's the new threat. Like, Russia's the old toy that we threw away.
that is accurate to a degree. There's a tremendous amount of natural resources in Ukraine's east. In
Yeah, that's the
addition,
thing.
In addition, Russia is essentially, to quote John McCain, a petrol state masquerading as a country. They supply a significant portion of natural gas and oil to Europe, and Putin was using that to blackmail Europe. And this really has spurred on a desire to get energy independence as soon as possible in Europe. Germany, for the first time, is they're looking at the F-35 again.
Yep.
When the
I think Australia's got a few of them coming on over there. He get fucking done.
it really has kind of united Europe.
Good for them.
Again,
They can all send them money. I just don't give a shit about other. I'm tired of policing the world. I'm tired of it. I want money to be sent to Americans. I'm tired of sending money to Israel, to Ukraine, all these billions.
Bro, I mean,
It
you could say that
pisses
when
me
you
off.
consider that a large majority of Americans want America to burn, do you really want to give them money?
I don't care.
I don't know.
I want road better road. Like I've seen some of the road. Like I
Yeah.
just want
Yeah.
our money to help Americans. Like, can we worry about us for a change, just for
No,
a fucking little bit?
and that's valid. But the thing is that what happens over there, or when we take care of business over there, we're making sure that it doesn't leak into our onto the home soil.
Europe, let Europe do something for a change. They're fucking useless. When is the last time they've done anything? Let them take a stand. Do something useful. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of it. Let's go back to isolationism. Let's go back to it.
No, fuck off, cunt. That
Close
was
the
the worst
borders.
decision ever.
We're pulling to
was
Japan. No
literally the
foreigners
most-
allowed.
No, why so-
If the United States went back to isolationism, the vacuum would be filled with China and Russia.
Yeah.
I don't think we should go
China,
back to
right-
complete like isolationism, but I do think we should stop meddling with a lot of shit.
Not gonna
Uh,
happen, bro. Government loves it too much.
And I agree in certain respects. Like there's do you know what the term banana republic is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the context behind it?
Not the context, no.
The context behind it was back in the 50s and 60s, banana companies used to, or U.S. banana companies used to have agreements to get bananas from South American countries for essentially ridiculously low prices. And there were a number of elected leaders that came in and basically said, we're not going to allow you to exploit it. And certain some of them definitely did have left-leaning sympathies, and this was again in the Cold War. Well, those banana companies appealed to the U.S. government, and the U.S. government started supporting coups in those Southern American countries.
As we
And then
do.
you say again?
As we do.
Yeah,
We had to
and,
do that a lot.
and I mean, take a look at a good example is Iran. The Iran had a democratically elected leader in the late 40s, and to put it nicely, this new democratically elected government's policies were not what the United States wanted.
So he was
And-
he starts doing some evil things, and then we go in there and fuck him up.
More along the lines of, off the top of my head, I believe there was consideration of nationalizing the oil or raising oil prices for foreign companies. And the U.S. government went in. We had the Shah of Iran, and we did a coup to have the Shah come through. And the Shah kind of had a reign of terror for a number of years. And in 1979, there was the coup. Islamic fundamentalists overthrew the Shah, and now you've got Iran today that is supporting terrorism. They took U.S. hostages in 1979. And now they're bucking for a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, that sounds
That
about
happens,
right.
bro. So, it's just what happens. It's what goes on.
Law of unintended consequences. We should not be doing coups in different countries.
Do you guys want to
You
talk
know-
about something different, like completely different? That's funny.
Yeah, go.
Did you
Show
guys
us, bro.
see Biden
Hello,
in
Hitler.
front of the red?
Yeah, bro.
Did you guys
That's
see
fucking
that?
wild, That was fucked. That was so funny. And all the pedo Hitler's trending on Twitter is what killed me.
Well, one of my friends said they looked like discount Darth Vader.
It
Yeah.
actually kind of does, yeah.
I want to know who thought that was a good idea.
What, to vote for Joe Biden or to let that happen?
For like, who in Joe Biden's back thought, hey, we're gonna light this shit up red. It's gonna look fucking great. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, who couldn't put the two dots together? Like, make it red, white, and blue. Like, they couldn't.
Just red.
They're like, you know what, make it look as evil as possible.
Dark brand.
Bro, did you see he said he has cancer?
Joe Biden?
Yeah.
I don't care.
He said that what did he say? Something that him and a bunch of people he grew up with have cancer. Like, he fucked up, obviously, because it's Joe Biden, but that's what he said. He said he and a bunch of people he grew up with have cancer.
He's on his gun rant again. He's trying to take the guns again. He's someone point him in that direction.
I reckon give it fucking 2 or 3 years, you'll be fucked.
Every time he tweets out, "We're coming for your guns," I just respond, "No." Every time,
No.
just no.
Call me a fucking loony in the head, bro, but before the midterms election, there's gonna be another school shooting. I
Wouldn't
fucking
surprise
guarantee
me.
it. I fucking guarantee it.
I don't.
Man, I know you disagree with me, but I fucking reckon there will be.
I do think the feds kind of. I listen. It's a conspiracy theory, but I 100% believe that the feds kind of bait. They
Not
throw.
all of them. There's
Yeah, not
definitely
all of
some
them,
that
but
are
I
just
definitely-
fucking lunatic cunts.
I don't think like they're like giving like, hey, here's your AR-15. I definitely do think they're like pushing them in that direction. Like, they're not.
I just find it weird how a
indirectly
poor
pushing
cunt
them.
with no money buys a $2.5 grand AR-15 and body armor.
I can. Yeah. It's if you have a credit card, yeah, you can put it on
Yeah, if you have
there.
a credit card, yeah, but like not many of these kids do.
I had a credit card at 18. I had
Yeah,
a limit
how
of
you turned out.
1,500.
What
Look
was
at
your
you turned
limit?
out.
My limit was only like 500 at first.
Nah, my limit was 1,500 when I first signed.
Man, more faith in you than me. Yeah, but I think if
bro.
they try to take the gun, I think there would be a
There would be
massive.
generally some
I think you'd
armed
honestly be close
fucking
to a civil
response.
war at that point, really.
Well, Joe Biden said he's going to use what what did he say? Some fighter F-15s to shoot down civilians if they tried. F-15s to shoot out civilians. Yeah, bro, you guys elected a good one. Good work, boys. For sure. Fuck, yeah, bro. F-15s to shoot armed
Yeah.
civilians back. Fuck yeah, bro. That's banger.
Yeah,
Go,
I think
Joe
if
Biden.
he
I love
tries
you,
to
man.
take guns, you're gonna see some major.
I don't know, bro. I feel
Civil
like the United
unrest.
States military could crush rebellion if they fucking wanted to, easy. I'm not saying
Everyone's
that,
always like,
couldn't
"Oh,
fight
the
back, but,
military is the most pro
Oh,
2A."
yeah,
No, those boot
Fuck
fucking
off. They will
lickers.
fought- they
They
work
would be
for the
like,
government,
"Okay,
cunt.
where do you want me to go?" They fucking
They
no.
work for the government. They do what the government says.
Yeah, no, those
There would
fucking
be
bootlick-
Okay, hear me out. There would be parts of the army I feel that would fucking turn against the
Yeah, but
actual
majority of them
military.
would be like, "Okay, this is
Majority
what
of them
to do."
wouldn't. Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't care if you're in the army. Listen, I know people in the army. I'm very right wing, but listen, let's be honest here. No, you're gonna be like, "Okay, this is what I'm told to do."
You won't disobey orders because you're
Yeah.
scared of the punishment, unless you
Exactly.
genuinely believe.
You'd be like, you know
unless
what? As long as
genuinely
it's
believe
not
in the cause
me.
of the people.
They don't fucking have the balls. They don't got the fucking cojones to steal a tank and come out
I mean,
and
if
fight
they
with
did, it would
us.
be pretty fucking sick. But like, don't get me wrong.
I have no faith that all the pro 2A army guys would disobey. No, I have no faith in that.
No, I don't reckon they would.
None. Like, I've seen
There'd
what
be some that would. but,
people
like,
do that. Say that's
no.
the same thing with cops. Like, dude, I've seen cops doing some fucked up shit. You think they're really gonna be like, no, they have a sweet
I'm-
gig. They don't want to
You
ruin
might not
it.
believe it, but I'm actually extremely not pro police. I'm not like a fucking ACAB fucking BLM dude. But there's a lot of shit cops do that I don't fucking agree with, especially in Australia. It's really fucking bad.
Doesn't surprise me. I'm not pro or anti-cop. Like, I can look at a situation and be like on either
I
side.
mean, I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. But
I'm not just always like taking one
I'm-
side or the other.
yeah. But I would usually believe that a police officer should not have authority over anyone else because of a job they work. They should not be allowed to carry a gun in public if the civilians themselves cannot carry a gun in public.
That's fair.
And Australia is just fucking riddled with it.
That's fair.
Because
Agree with
fucking they can carry a gun, why can't I? They've done nothing special. They just gone to a fucking school. Like, what? What fucking difference does it make?
Because they work for the government, silly.
And another thing Australian cops are really bad for is revenue raising. If you don't know what that is, basically, that is where they will care more about getting speeding and parking tickets than actually policing the community. Which is why in my area in particular, crime is so fucking bad. I live in a very bad area, actually. The crime is so fucking bad because the police care more about setting up speed cameras and getting money from
There's
that.
no crime there.
Then, yeah, fuck no, bro.
No.
Australia's perfect. No, there's no guns, no crime, no shootings, no stabbings, none of that shit. Anyways. But the crime is just so fucking rife because the cops don't do shit 'cause they care more about getting money to pay the government. Because police in Australia are a government-owned asset. I think in America it's kind of different. It's like they're kind of self-funded, right? Or it depends.
Well, no, we've got a lot of ticket creators
here.
Okay, so it is like a government-owned agency.
Beating traps, etc.
Because in Australia, well, Queensland specifically, the police are a government-owned asset. They work exclusively for the government. Their name is Queensland Police Service. They work exclusively for the government.
Well, it's the same thing here.
I don't trust anything involved with the government.
Yeah, neither. No.
I don't trust
Absolutely
anything.
not. No. That's why I fucking hate having a public-funded healthcare system. It's shit. I fucking hate it. I'm not saying America's healthcare system's better because it's
We're
not.
not at all. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has the right answer.
Fuck no, but in my opinion, having the government running a healthcare system is fucking awful. Because at Australia right now, Queensland specifically, they're complaining that the hospitals are overfilled. Fucking do something about it, cunt. Don't know, because people are waiting, because I remember when I was having problems with my fucking heart, I waited nearly fucking 13 hours to see a doctor. I could have died. And they was like, fuck it. We didn't have a doctor to go around.
I feel like the right answer to that, like healthcare thing, is somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like you don't trust either side to. People are just. Dude, George Washington and the boys would have fucking done some shit by now, man. We need to get Georgie and the boys. Let's get a time machine.
I think
go
he's
back.
a little bit gone though, bro.
Get the fucking
It
boys.
was Shattered Brick. It was Shattered Brick.
Yeah.
It would have been like.
What the fuck happened?
He would have sipped a Mountain Dew and died.
No. He would have been like, why does this
ATF thing exist?
No. I know it, but I don't want to say it.
What, Randy Marsh?
Are you talking? Well, he was actually pro-freeing the slaves.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Because
let me put it this way: the ideals they fought for were ahead of their time. However, they did not apply it equally to all people.
you do know why, though, right?
If they went back and if they magically reappeared, let's just say their thoughts probably would not have been socially acceptable for nowadays.
Nah, they were actually. So I actually watched a bunch of videos on this because I found it fascinating. But they were. So slavery at the time was going down and out mainly because it wasn't profitable.
Yeah.
So they knew like slavery was gonna in time, like it was only a matter of time before slavery becomes dead because it's just not profitable and everybody's outlawing it. So they're like, all right, we can either band together with the South and everything and be Gucci against the British, even though they have slaves. We're gonna take this so we can get rid of the British first because they knew it was gonna be going out of style anytime soon. So that's the only reason they didn't really do anything was because they needed the South. But the only reason slavery stayed around so long was because of one invention, the cotton gin. Because previously, cotton was not worth the money. But once the cotton gin was made, that's when it became worthwhile, and that's when the slave trade really started to make a lot of fucking money. So if it wasn't for the cotton gin, you would have seen slavery go way faster.
Correct. The
knowledge.
That is, that is again. Correct. I'm
not saying there wasn't some baddies probably there wasn't some, there probably was, but
there was
a lot of them knew that slavery was bad and it was going out of style very soon.
Yeah, probably not soon enough for the people who.
If it just wasn't for that one thing, literally the cotton gin is what turned it around because it started making it was so easy to get cotton with that and it just started making so much fucking money.
Yeah.
I watched this whole. It's a fascinating video. Go watch it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a really good fucking video.
No, I know. I know that. Like it was written in the Constitution that it was either 1807, 1808. You could no longer import or no,
Slaves.
Congress could not make any laws regarding slavery until 1807 and 1808. It was basically made
It's
to kick the
1808.
can down the road. Uh, then there was a ban on importing slaves. There were numerous slave runners that broke that. However, domestic-born ones were still allowed. Now, eventually, slavery would have petered out regardless, but for the people that were, you know, uh, that had to endure it, even if it was on the decline, I mean, it
Oh
wasn't
yeah, it
just.
definitely fucking sucked for them, 100%. Like they got the short end of the stick. They got fucked.
Oh yeah.
But it's
I don't
like
even know that they had a stick at that point.
No,
It's just in
they just
the
got digged.
metaphorical schemes, because it wasn't just the indentured servitude. It was rape. It was
What came along with it?
Yeah, they got fucked.
the abuse. I mean, it'd be one thing if, and it's still horrible, but it'd be one thing if they were, if kind of like the actual indentured servants of old, where they would they would be treated well. They would be like workers. However, essentially they'd be paying their time in order to go over. This was further back towards the 1700s. They'd essentially trade their time for a ticket over to the New World. Well, it'd be one thing, and as reprehensible as it would be for, if it was like that, but no, it was abuse, it was torture, it was,
It was bad. And it wasn't like they could go back to Africa. They would have just been treated the same exact fuck. Like they literally got fucked.
Oh yeah.
They had nowhere to go. It's like there's nowhere. It just that was a bad time. Bad time in history, man.
And there was a free slave colony that was set up, and actually it was the foundation of Liberia today. If you look up the flag of Liberia,
Yeah, it's like similar to the U.S. flag.
it's very similar to the U.S. because it was designed for the sending slaves back, because there was still, even though slavery was on the decline, there's still rampant amount of racism. You could still see people who were pro-abolition, but were like full on. They make the KKK today look like a kindergarten club, like you can't coexist or
Shit like that.
ridiculous like that. It took a lot of time, effort, and it was there's still work to be done, but we're very fortunate to be living in a time like that today. And the pendulum may swing too much in certain regards, but yeah, no.
Did you know Harriet Tubman carried a gat on her?
I would not be surprised.
Harriet Tubman carried a fucking piece on her, a pistol, and if people got cold feet and wanted to turn back, like as they're fucking running away from the slave people, she'd fucking threaten them, be like, "No, you're not going back, because if you do, you're gonna rat. We're fucking going." Dude, that's basic shit. She fucking kept the piece on her. She's like, "Nah, we're getting our fucking freedom." Based.
Yep. Yep.
Second Amendment, right there.
There's a well-known double-edged, it's kind of a double-edged sword. There's something called jury nullification, and it's that a jury, so it's not a right. However, it exists as an incidental occurrence of two rights. One, that you cannot be put on trial again if you were acquitted by a jury. It's the that you cannot be exposed to life and limb or no double jeopardy. Then there's the secondary that a jury's deliberations are secret, and that a jury can or a jury's ruling cannot be, or usually cannot be, overruled. So what jury nullification is essentially you acknowledge the crime took place, but you think the crime is either unjust or there wasn't enough evidence to, in their mind, to convict the particular person or whatever it may be. Now, it's got a dark history with being used after Reconstruction for, Southerners, KKK, etc., getting acquitted for lynching African Americans. However, it was used prior to the Civil War and resulted in a massive amount of acquittals from the Fugitive Slave Act, where you were not supposed to help fugitive slaves. Well, northern juries would routinely let people off. And it's kind of this balancing act between, there's it can be used for good, it can be used for bad. We have historical examples of both. But should a jury be able to take into account whether or not a crime has been committed factually, however, is there circumstances that the jury finds that still the person should be acquitted? I.e., if
O.J. Simpson.
Say again?
O.J. Simpson.
Well,
we all know he fucking did it.
Well, more along the lines of like if a woman or if a woman goes and her ex-husband threatens her kid and leaves a threat, and the woman goes over to the ex-husband's house, or the guy's threat says, if you call the police, I'll kill the kid. Well, the woman goes over to the ex-husband's house and kills him first.
Does he have the kid?
Well, he does not have the kid, or he had the kid with her. However, he was abusing the kid.
Does he have the kid at the moment?
No.
Okay.
So she goes, kills him. She's just committed murder. Now, a prosecutor may put it to secondary or murder in second degree. There could also be arguments that she wasn't of sound mind, but she legitimately thought that she was preventing further abuse and potential risk to ourselves and the kid, even if it was factually murder. Should she be let off?
No.
Interesting.
Can't go murdering people. Because it's like a slippery. In an ideal, like perfect scenario world, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. He kind of deserved to die, to be honest. We don't really. He's abusing people. We don't need him. But you can't just let people go around murdering people, because that's just like, then people are gonna start. It's like a slippery slope. Ideally, in an ideal world, yeah, she's off. He kind of deserved it. But in the realistic world, no.
Yeah.
World ain't perfect.
I think it depends on context. If the kid is being abused and the I don't know, the kid's coming home with cigarette burns on him. I do think there are mitigating circumstances.
Yeah, in an ideal world, get up there and fucking bang, bang, bang. In a perfect world, that shit what happens. But we don't live in a perfect world, and things can go wrong, and that's a slippery slope to start letting people fucking do that. So you can't.
That's valid. I would probably say, though, that it should be evaluated on a case-by-case basis.
See, and that's why I don't, again, we don't live in a perfect world. I don't trust the government to be able to, the prosecution's going to try to frame it. I don't trust people enough. Ideally, I would, but we just don't live in that world. I just don't trust people enough to be able to make those decisions.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that person, like, if that kid's coming home 100% every day getting fucking his ass beat, and you cigarette burns, getting molested or something, you shoot him. Yeah, you should that person should be let off. But it's like I just don't trust people enough for that to make that. I don't know. There's too many bad people in the world that would fuck that up and ruin the system and then abuse it, and I don't trust people.
There was a. Are you familiar with Florida's Stand Your Ground law?
Yes.
I am, yeah.
So, there was a case where gentleman got pushed down. There was an argument over whether
Is this at a gas station?
Yeah.
I think I've seen the video.
He got pushed
I've
down.
not seen this.
Now, in the end, I think he got charged with manslaughter.
Yes.
But it wasn't murder.
Because he got back up and he
yes.
came after the guy.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
So, but something as simple as a push in the...
Like, if he would have shot him as he was, like, after he pushed him, if he would have shot him, then he would have been fine. But the guy that pushed him walked away. And, once there's a de-escalation, if you come back, you're fucked.
But should you be able to shoot someone over even a...
Yeah, I don't know if you need to shoot someone over there pushing
I
you
don't
over,
think
bro.
you should, but I understand. Like, if you did, I would understand. Like, if my wife... Like, if it was my wife that got pushed, I think, please shoot him, because you're 100-something pound little female, and this guy's probably like a 6 foot. So please save yourself. But me, I would never. I think, yeah. It's just...
And that's the... I guess the question is it better to have a law that is overly protective to the defendant, to the fact that or to make it encompassing where if there's a legitimate circumstance, there can't be any question that somebody was in the right to defend themselves, and even if it over encompasses and there is fringe cases where people abuse it, and in those cases sometimes people will get off, or is it better to have a narrow law and have cases where sometimes for instance in California you have the duty of retreat?
See, I don't like that.
Yeah, and I guess is it better to have a law tilted more in the defendant's favor, or
have like a big gray area?
Yeah, I would tend to probably say, at least in my own opinion, to have something leaning in the defendant's favor, because the burden should be on the prosecution to show unequivocally that what they did violated it, rather than a ambiguous gray area where just dependent upon the jury, judge, prosecutor.
Yeah, more like if you're in the defense, you already have more in your. I think you should already be more in your favor than anything, especially if you start off on defense. Now, if you come up to someone and start fucking like talking mad shit in their face, like "you motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking suck your dick" or something like that,
I'm gonna say yes.
then I think that's when you start tilting more to that middle section. But if you are like from the defense from the get-go, I think you should be way more leaning towards your side.
Yeah, and that would be categorized as a instigating factor.
Yeah.
I guess the prime example that I'm going to is Kyle Rittenhouse, where he shouldn't have been at the protest. However, he was, at least in my opinion, he was within his rights to shoot in self-defense. He was trying to retreat. I do think that, again, he shouldn't have been there, but he had a right to be there, even if it was a stupid move for him to be there.
I 100% agree with that. I think I wouldn't have fucking been there. Fuck that. But I think he was in every legal right to what he did.
And I guess if it hadn't been a national media sensation, what would the likelihood of the prosecution bringing the case against him
None.
have been?
I don't think they would have done it if it wouldn't have gotten as big as it did.
Yeah. So that's kind of where my mind goes of if you leave too much gray area, then you could start, you know, sucking up people that otherwise should legitimately be covered. And it kind of goes back to, is it better to have, you know, there's an old adage, is it better to have 10 guilty people go free or one innocent person to face false imprisonment?
Realistic, ideally, obvious. I say the 10 guilty people go free, because the innocent people, like in a world, what's the word I'm looking for? In like a world where you got to take one for the team, a lot of people would probably say the one innocent guy, you know, we're getting 10 for 1. That's a good ratio. But I don't agree with that. I think, you know, that innocent guy, he didn't do shit. Let him free. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. And that's definitely where I am. You know, the evidence should have to be overwhelming against somebody, and even then, for going back to jury nullification for a second, I mean, look what happened to marijuana up until 10 years ago.
Dude, people were getting like life sentences for that shit. Now it's legal in a lot of states.
Yeah, and there's still people serving those sentences because they
FPS Russia needs his guns back. God damn you!
Solely overnight killed his livelihood. He was the gun channel, and a nonviolent felony conviction was enough to just obliterate his livelihood overnight.
Did you see what the AK guy tweeted out about felons and getting their rights back?
Yep.
No.
So he tweeted out, if you are a felon, you should be able to eventually, a non-violent felon, you should be able to eventually get your rights back.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. I think if you're a non-violent felon, there should be some way to eventually get your rights back for non-violence.
Absolutely. I mean, people do not realize how many felonies you can accidentally commit.
Oh my god.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You possess a little bit of marijuana in the wrong state, you're a felon now.
You're fucked. Yeah.
Not even just that. Marijuana. You have marijuana in any state, and if you have a gun back home, you just committed a felony.
Mm-hmm.
Get fucked.
You know, even legally on a, they don't enforce it, but marijuana is still a Schedule I drug.
Yeah, it's still totally illegal.
So, you know, if they, for instance, if the feds really had a hard-on for somebody and they couldn't get them on any other charges, they could still go after you for marijuana possession. They just choose not to. Or grandpa had a MP40 that he brought back from the war, and it was never registered. That's a walking felony, and it's just ATF chooses not to enforce it.
Oh, they wish they could, those cocksuckers.
Well, they choose not to enforce it when it comes to, you know, states and war bringbacks. But, you know, it's amazing. A felony, originally a felony was supposed to be serious crimes.
Now they just hand that shit out willy-nilly, dude. The judges give people like 15, 20 years just like that.
Oh yeah.
I think I heard this somewhere. I don't remember where I heard it. I think if you're a judge, in order to become a judge, to know what you were sentencing people to, they should have to like do a month in isolation or like a month in a prison-like system, so that way they know what the fuck they're sentencing people to. Because they're just handing out 15 to 20s like, oh, yeah, fucking feeling 17 today. Fuck you.
There has been studies that that some judges are more lenient after lunch than not.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was saying that. Mm-hmm.
You better hope you get a judge after fucking 12 p.m., dude.
Yeah. What's it called? I was reading, what was it? I read FPS Russia's court documents, and you know, they originally suspected him in
Ratcliffe's murder.
Yeah.
Yep.
However, they weren't able to pin it. You know, I don't I don't really think that it's that far of a stretch to say that
They were looking for anything to get him on.
yeah, and they found their reason.
Mm-hmm.
And did he break the law? Yes. Should it have carried the penalties that it did? Should it even have been illegal?
He only
No.
went to prison for 2 months and is a felon. 2 months.
Yep.
That's insane. Felony should be like, all right, you were in prison for
Murdered some dude.
you fucking were in 30 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
We handing out, but it's like the prison system probably makes too much fucking money.
You know,
Private prisons are the worst thing that's ever happened. As much as I fucking hate the government running anything, private prisons are fucking bad.
That's the only time slavery is legal, is in a case of punishment.
It isn't. Yep.
Funny story. Care to guess who of all people was having prisoners manufacture hand sanitizer at the peak of the pandemic?
Johnson and Johnson, I'm guessing.
Somebody related to some big company like that.
Politics.
Oh,
Technologies.
shocker.
No way, I'm stunned.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember back then. It's got to be someone. Who's the one fucking doc? I don't know.
Fauci.
Somebody related to the Democrats or Trump.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Democrats. Somebody related to Kamala.
Nope.
No. Who was it? I'm just throwing out random names.
The former disgraced governor of the
Wiener?
great state of from the great state of New York, Andrew
Oh,
Coups.
of course.
Oh, Kumo. That was his fucking name.
That's who it fucking was.
That's who-
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Wiener.
They were
That was the one
making
guy.
sanitizer and getting paid like 70 cents an hour.
Yeah, you need to have there needs to be a way for the people to, like how the government can like check on the people. We need to have a way to fucking check on the government to make sure they're actually doing their fucking job.
Never happening.
It'll never happen, but there should.
Never happening.
I think the founding fathers oversight on that one.
Much. Well, they didn't expect it to get this bad, did they?
No.
What's it called? As you had alluded to earlier, slavery is outlawed with the exception of imprisonment upon a conviction. So they don't actually force you to work, like where they will beat you if you don't. But what they do is in certain states they'll put you in solitary confinement if you don't. And that will just straight up drive you insane.
Yep.
You know?
So go make hand sanitizer for 5 cents an hour.
Well, I don't know that New York does it, but I know that there's a number of states. I think there's a couple of this in the South where they'll put you in solitary for like a week, 2 weeks, or however long you refuse.
Shit's insane.
Mhm.
Not enough people know. Prisons are fucking awful.
Yeah, but I feel like they should be, right? Not for
To an
everyone,
extent.
because there's different types of prisons, right? Like there's camps, like middle security and maximum security. I feel like a maximum security prison should be as fucked as it can like get. Believe it or not.
Yeah, and
Because
we
you're
should be
there for a
sending
reason.
like straight like the most violent and evil people there.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
feel like we throwing out too many sentences. A lot of more shit should just be like, all right, you did what? You fucking jaywalked. All right, it's fine. Like, oh, you had some
I don't think go
marijuana.
to prison for
Who cares?
jaywalking, bro.
Well,
I know, it's making it-
jaywalking is just a fine, but for
Just throwing that
instance,
out
take for example, possession of a unregistered machine gun.
Yeah.
That can be up to 10 years.
Mhm.
In the majority of states, it's also legal on a state level. So it's illegal on the federal level and it's illegal on the state level. If I took my registered machine gun from Florida to Rhode Island, I would be liable up to 10 years in Rhode Island.
Yep.
For something that is legal in, I believe it's over 38 other states. So we really do. And then what was the other one that just came out? There
Marijuana.
was there was a guy who was charged. He was making these little metal plates that were etched with a lightning link. A lightning link is what interrupts the disconnector on an AR-15, makes it full auto.
Oh, yep.
Well, those are legally considered machine guns, but what this
Machine
guy
guns,
did
yeah.
is he had the metal plates. They were etched out with a cuts or etched out with a drawing. However, did not cut anything. You still had to cut it, punch it out, and I believe even do a little bit of bending in order to make it work. ATF came after him and charged him with illegal possession of a machine gun and illegal manufacturing of a machine gun. And he had over, I want to say, upwards of 500 plus of those flats. And in doing so, he faced up to, if they charged him at the maximum amount, it's 10 years for each count of possession, 10 years for each count of manufacturing.
That's
And
insane.
he had over 500 of them, so
Yeah.
yeah, he
That
would have
is,
died in prison for sure.
you get less time for murdering somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Think about
Yeah.
that. You could murder someone and be out in like 20, 30 years.
Yep.
Insane.
The anyway, even murdering, the for somebody that attempts to kill somebody else, take John Hinckley for example.
Who's that?
John Hinckley attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, it was the guy who attempted to kill Reagan.
Yeah, he just got released from his final not oversight, but his final I don't know if it was house arrest, but he was, to my knowledge, found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Yep.
And what is the likelihood that he is going to reoffend?
Pretty high.
No, he's old as fuck. He's
He is.
It gets worse with age, bro. Your brain gets worse.
Well, yes, but at the same time, I mean, he's on his meds. He's
Yeah.
he's well on people's radar. Like he
Yep.
does not, that's not something that's gonna fly under the radar. So, he could have been left to die in an asylum, but should our goal be to pursue public safety, or should it be to pursue punishment?
public safety, obviously.
Yeah.
We need more
And-
rehabilitation too. I feel like we don't do enough of that. I feel like that
Yeah.
No.
isn't taken care of enough.
I mean, like for instance, Snoop Dogg
Snoop Dogg.
was charged with accessory for murder.
Yeah, he was.
He was
he
the
was.
getaway driver.
Snoop
Now,
Dogg.
I think there are cases where the rehabilitation should be a serious consideration. It's one thing if you've got a young kid who is in gangs and there's genuine belief that he can come out of it. It's another thing if somebody like straight up is at that point they'll throw away the key or put him to death. But the system as it is now, we have the largest prison population on Earth.
America,
We have-
America, America.
We have 1/4 the population of China, and when we're imprisoning more people than China, that's kind of
Well, I feel like China low-key just goes, take them out.
Yeah.
Erase them from history.
the
Probably.
or how do they do it? Do they not consider the Uyghurs imprisoned?
Probably not. They're rehabilitation camps.
No, they're just mandatory schools with barbed wire and
Yeah, so
guards.
people don't get in
Yeah.
because the schools are so good. They don't want an influx of
You
people
can't get
running
there.
in.
You're not smart enough, bro.
They're helping.
get in there
They're trying to really force them to concentrate harder. They're concentration camps.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I call them concentration camps.
They're helping their focus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, world's fucked. I'm waiting for aliens to take over.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
pro alien takeover.
The I guess kind of rounding about, finishing up. Where do you see your channel in the next 3 years?
Deleted.
Fucking gone. I don't fucking.
gone.
I'd like my other channels to be at least closer
Yeah.
to like to at 100K. I'd like to start doing more stuff like that. I would like to make the main channel a gun channel if we can get a place to actually routinely film at. I'd like to make my gun channel a paintball channel, like an airsoft channel. And we still got the anime one, weeb one, which I would upload on that more, but it's not monetized yet, and it's
Yeah.
disheartening.
It's
in that.
unmotivating to find doing shit for like no purpose, isn't it?
Like
Yeah.
I don't want to. Like I have good video ideas. Like I don't want to waste them, knowing that they're not going to get pushed or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing around all three of these channels, trying to figure out where I want to take each one.
Now, the
Or four
where
channels.
do you you've got the main channel, you got the gun channel, the
Gaming and anime.
gotcha. The how has streaming affected the algorithm?
I stopped listing my streams, so now they're unlisted. So they shouldn't really be affecting my watch time and click the rate that much.
Gotcha. And how I'm curious, how did that gun ASMR video do?
I don't think it's. I think it's at 1,000 views. I'm gonna make
Gotcha.
another one. I just was waiting for my arm to get better.
The it didn't do as well as the viewer count as I guess we had hoped, but what was the watch through time on it?
Yeah, it's at 1,100 views. To be honest, this channel was kind of dead 'cause I didn't upload it on forever.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And the watch through time?
Not that good.
Really? Gotcha.
No.
Interesting. Huh.
I don't know. I'd have to play around with it.
Any news if I saw you put out a tweet to Lex saying come on down to Florida, come shooting.
He said he would. I told him trying to get Tim and Turbo to come down, but it would have to wait until I get better. I can't shoot anything
Yeah.
at the moment.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Well, you're gonna be okay in this month or two.
I wouldn't be able to shoot anything big until like at least like I can
exactly.
shoot small shit in November, but not until next year. I really won't be able to shoot anything too big.
Oh wow. So no 10 gauge shotguns?
No.
I'd fucking give one a shot, bro. It'd be so fun.
Like anything big, if we
I'd give
were
it a
able to
shot.
film by then, I'd have to literally leave all the big stuff to you, and I could only really do smaller caliber shit.
This motherfucker can't shoot shit, dog.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Oh fuck yeah, come swallow.
Yeah. Oh, save some pussy
Yeah,
for the
bro.
rest of us, my guy.
Exactly, dog. Fuck.
Yep. The I'd be happy to be the one doing the heavy lifting.
You were gonna
Justin.
be on camera anyway, because I already have all these ideas planned. I just we need fucking land. Do we have land to shoot at yet?
Land is not cheap.
Have you been walking? No. Solve that problem real quick. We would have land by now if you would just go for your little walks.
I will sell one of my machine guns by land if you'll sell your K98.
Not the K90. I told you
No.
SKS in 1911.
Oh yeah, two cheapest ones.
Yeah, I'd sell those two. That K98 is not fucking leaving.
If you need the land, you can buy another when you get the views.
Mm-mm.
Not for the money, dickhead.
That thing is worth way more now. I bought it for 4. It's probably worth at least 6, 7.
Yeah.
Just come
But
down
the-
here. Get your fucking little auto drive car. Come down here. I'll walk with you. We'll hold your hand.
Will you hold my hand?
If you would drive down here, I would
I
walk
would.
with you.
But that's not my question. Will we hold
I'd
hands?
fucking
as
hold
we're
your
walking?
dick if you want me to. I don't for fucking $500 a mile or whatever. Fuck yeah. I'll jerk your dick off while we're walking.
Holy shit.
I don't fucking care.
Hold my
That's a fucking
hand.
good deal. That's a good deal.
Drive
I'll
down
take
here. I'll
that.
fucking take you. I'll put a leash on you and walk you.
That's a good deal, bro.
Oh
We'd
god.
we'd have land in a month, less than a month.
Probably.
Oh god, what did I just have pop in my head? I just had the flashback of the time that Peach and I, we were, we were driving back from the range. We were trying to meet up with you to go, for you and him to go play basketball, and we had the MPL in the trunk, and
You drove to the
Yes, yeah.
ghetto, you drove to the completely wrong spot and into the ghetto, to the most ghetto basketball court with a full auto machine gun in the trunk.
Yep. There was like
Legally.
200.
Legally.
There was like 200 people under this awning, and
I'm
they
a
were
little white
all,
boy. I ain't going there.
But yeah, no, it was like, oh, I didn't realize this basketball court was at a high school.
I gave you this.
Oh,
I literally sent you through a text message the Google link. All you had to do was pull that one up.
I think I typed in the name and it brought us to, instead of the court, it brought us to the school that had a basketball court.
Retards.
We're like,
Retard.
we're in the wrong place.
Idiots.
Fucking sped. Jesus Christ.
Idiots.
What are you gonna do with you, bro?
Go start
What are we gonna
walking.
do
Get
with
us some
you?
land.
Deacon, when are you coming to the
Yo.
States?
Blah. That's all I gotta say on that
When
one,
you
bro.
get land. If you want to know why there's no gun
Blah.
videos, that's why. Because he won't walk. That's
I'll
why.
walk when you do a sleep stream.
You sleep stream, I'll do a
He'll
walk.
do it. Yeah, he'll do it if you do it first.
Yeah.
I know Justin's trustworthy. Yeah, I know
You
he'll
are
do it.
not.
You need to fucking you are not.
Uh-huh.
You've got to put in the effort.
Drive on up here. We'll go walking tomorrow.
I'm not driving up there. I'm not driving
why
an
the fuck
hour
would
up there
you
to
do
walk
that?
you, then an hour back. You fucking drive down here.
This
I'm
cunt
not
doesn't
fucking
drive, bro.
driving up there to walk you. Fuck you.
Man,
can
when are
drive
you
down
coming
here.
to Australia, bro? How's that for a question?
Yeah, I really don't want to go to the devil's upside down oven.
Too hot for you, bro. Is it?
Uh,
Yeah, I thought so.
This fucking guy.
It's
This
too
fucking
hot for you. Yeah, you fucking die in West, bro. Get off the plane and just, when the ice cream cone is into the sun until it fucking melts.
Yeah, maybe you should go to Australia.
they're gonna open the door. They're gonna open the door to the plane, and it's gonna become 120 instantly.
Yeah, bro. About that much. It just fucking melts like an ice cream cone in the sun. And just
Yep.
fucking never comes back. So maybe you should get on the next flight to fucking Brisbane, break it down here. No,
Brisbane.
come in the middle of January, January 1st. See what happens.
That is so trippy that you're January. It's the summer for you.
Hot as fuck as well, bro. That's the hottest it'll get all year. Is around like New Year's time.
Yeah.
That's the hottest it'll get. So fucking hot. It's fucked.
It is. That is so weird
Goes
to
against
me.
everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'd be completely. But I
Having
think
like
if I
a
went to
hot as
America
fuck
in
Christmas.
that'd be like yeah. But that'd be like if I went to fucking America in like December during Christmas time. Like, what the fuck is this? Why am I wearing jackets for, cunt? I'd be like, what the fuck?
You go to Rhode Island in January, we routinely get down to the single digits.
Yep.
The
And in Australia, it's
Fahrenheit,
fucking-
not Celsius.
Yeah. So I think usually where I'm at, it'll get about. Let me do some conversions. So let me put.
Fucking
So roughly,
Celsius.
usually is about 95 Fahrenheit where I live, and I live in a colder part of my
Holy
state.
shit.
Yeah, I live in a colder part. You can go into the middle, like
You'd be right at
like
home
the
then here in Florida.
Like the center of Queensland, I think you can get around
Well, it's a dry heat over there, probably.
About 115 degrees in the center. And it's that, yeah, no, it's that just that blistering fucking sun dry heat. I've been up there in the summer before when I was about 15. Sitting in a wagon, bro, middle of the summer. Yeah, that was fucking fun.
Upside down climate.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because it's that real, because like a really dry, just death heat in Australia, particularly in Queensland. It's really bad. So yeah, it's fucked.
Have
You
you
gotta
ever
have good air conditioning in a car.
have you ever seen snow?
I've not, never,
Really? We gotta.
never.
Overrated.
We even if you
Yeah, Justin's told me it's a bit fucking overrated. I'm like, okay.
even if we go even if you only come to Florida, if we're not able
Does it
to
even
get,
snow down there?
no, it doesn't snow. However, there's a company.
Oh, yeah, you've told me this.
There's a
Yeah, the snow
company
company.
that will overnight like 50 pounds of snow, provided that you
Why
know.
would I want that?
Well, no, you could have a snowball fight in Florida.
It would melt the second
Fuck
you
yeah.
whip it
It would
out.
just melt, cunt.
No, but well, no. So if you
Have the air
like,
conditioner on in Justin's house and fucking, yeah, go for it, bro.
no. So if you have a like 50 pounds of snow and it's overnighted, probably 10, 15 pounds would melt. But still, even if it's 80 degrees outside, it's not gonna melt instantly. It'll melt in like
You know what they do
3 or
during
5
Christmas here? They literally
what?
import snow and make like a little snow ramp so the kids can go sled riding.
Yeah.
And it's like 70, 80 degrees outside, and these kids are going down this ramp.
You just can't do it. It just fucking dies instantly. It's like,
So funny.
because we're coming out of the
Oh, my-
winter now into the spring. So,
I-
yeah, I can already feel it
need
getting
to
a bit fucking
buy.
warm here,
I
bro.
need to buy like 100 pounds of snow and put it on Justin's car so he has to shovel it.
I'll just wait for it to melt. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just gonna melt.
I'll wait a minute.
The funny thing is, I'm gonna get a car so big you wouldn't be able to fucking get in the cunt, man.
I take a little of the snow and piss on it and throw it at your face.
Yellow snow.
Hey guys, Crazy Rabbit here. I just wrote my name in snow.
Yeah, it's just piss on the ground.
It's just a giant yellow puddle.
There's no words either. It's literally just a big piss puddle.
put red food coloring so it looks like you have blood in your
Yeah.
I've had some troubles pissing in the past. Alright, you guys want to call it on fucking
Yeah,
red
bro.
piss?
On the red piss is what we
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
where we enter the red piss.
Thank you to everybody that watched. I do appreciate it. We will see you guys next time. Make sure to check
time,
out
bro.
Gamer
We'll-
Subs. Use code crazy.
I promise we'll make this more consistent from now on. I swear to God, even if it's just me and Justin, we'll make this more consistent.
We
I want this to
promise.
be more consistent, bro. But we had fucking Justin's computer fucking monkey.
Computer surgery
was a
and
main
thing. It
issue,
is,
yeah.
you know, been a
Yeah.
hectic month. But check out the Patreon link. That link is down there below. Twitter, Instagram, anything else I have down there at Gamer Subs code crazy, and that is it. That's it. See you in the next one.
Peace out, boys.
Episode 32. Bye.
In the bag.